Welcome to Arts Quest. I'm Todd V.
And I'm Erin Ludlam.
And we've got a spectacular, funkalicious show.
Funkalicious, even.
We've got so much going on in this show. Great big stuff. First, we're starting off with the show with a band called Ecliptic.
Yes, They've been together since 7th grade, so about 12 years old. Now,
Like
they're only 18 now.
Right,
so.
right. Well, it's their whole life. After that, I mentioned to Erin one day, we don't get enough Academy Award nominated people on the show.
Yeah, it's true.
But
it really is.
She found one in Akron.
I did. This is why. This is part of the reason that we do this show, Todd, because people need to understand there is stuff happening outside, right in your neighborhood, right in your town. I stumbled upon an Academy Award nominated producer in Akron.
Right after that, she's calling me, Todd, get over here, quick. And, well, we didn't waste any time.
No.
After that, one of our favorite annual events.
Fashion Loves Akron!
Yeah, beautiful women, beautiful clothes, and Jason Adams.
That's all you have to say.
It's a potpourri of goodness.
Potpourri!
Bonjour.
Oh.
Right now, let's go check out Ecliptic. So we're back at the Indie Box, this time with the band Ecliptic, local band, but breaking out on the national scene, hitting a lot of, you guys have been playing with some big bands lately. So let's find out about the band and find out what all the music's about. So first of all, Ecliptic, what does that name mean? Where'd it come from? Him?
Over here. I'm the only one who knows. Ecliptic is the supposed path of the sun throughout the zodiac symbols.
And that ties into the music? Not at all.
Not at all.
Okay, all right then. How'd you guys all end up getting together?
Well, it all started in the 7th grade, which would be March 2003, and we got together for the 7th grade talent show.
Okay.
And I think we played a Green Day song.
Waiting.
Waiting by Green Day.
I jumped up and down the entire time.
Danny and I had met through science class and soccer team in middle school in the 7th grade, and Chris used to beat me up in 6th grade.
Keep getting our connection too. We were friends in 2nd grade.
See, I don't know that, that's why you have to add that.
Second grade. It's true. I had no friends.
Except for Danny. Came over.
Yeah.
What was it, Matilda or something like that?
Oh yeah, Matilda, the woman underneath the stairs.
Yeah. And then we met Michael his junior year, our sophomore year.
Yeah. Okay.
But he didn't join the band until last July, so it's been a while.
So you guys are all same age except for the old guy.
The old guy.
Old one with the beard.
Come on. Come on.
What? How would you describe the style of music you guys are playing?
It's pretty much straight up rock and roll. That's all we got. And I don't know. We base ourselves after the Velvet Underground, Neil Young, the Beatles, Van Morrison, with a lot of pop melodies.
No Justin Bieber? No.
Who?
Thank you. No. The point is, I guess you guys may be fighting a little bit of an uphill battle in today's music landscape.
Yeah.
And that's something we've been talking to actually with FTF Records and Jeff, is that, trying to create new record or radio-friendly music is sort of a challenge today, because you either have to follow that Disney-esque standard or what?
Rap.
Just be so.
Or I gotta come up with a club banger.
So you guys have how many CDs out now?
We have
4.
2 CD. Oh.
We're gonna go all out. We got our first one that came out when we were freshmen in high school, and that was just called. What was that one called?
It's called the Roots Town Sessions.
Roots Town Sessions. And
But
we
that
had-
is very out of print.
Very out of print. Okay, there's no way you're gonna find a copy of that unless it's I don't know, secondhand.
Hardcore
I
Ecliptic
think
fans said that.
Yeah, the hardcore
Very
fans.
The moms.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, there's actually like a 5-minute drum solo in there.
Yes. But
Then there's Introducing, which came out that year later, or was it sophomore year?
it was it came out in May 2005.
Okay. Then there's In Your Mind, which came out when we were summer of sophomore year. of high
May
school.
2006.
And then there is Now When the Night Calls It Quits, which came out in 2009.
Yes.
October 17th.
So brand new CD.
Brand new
Yeah,
CD,
brand
all original songs, 12 tracks, $10, iTunes, Amazon.com.
What's the? Tell me a little bit about the theme of that particular CD. What's going on with that? Just straight up rock and roll, or do you
Great
have that?
music all around.
It's more straight up rock and roll than even our older CDs. Our older CDs, we were young and we were just kind of.
They were young. Wait, none of them can even buy
Oh,
beer yet.
yeah.
They were back when they were young.
Back when we
Okay.
were young,
Just
We
to be
could
clear.
drive,
All
but
right.
it's a big difference.
We got cars now. Okay, cool.
When we were 16, it was just picking up everything and just putting it into it. And like our In Your Mind album, like the first half is kind of like just straight up rock and roll, and the second half is kind of dark and alternative and weird, except for the piano ballad at the end. But
Which is weird or not?
That's great.
it's pretty straight up. But, our new album is just rock and roll, all out the whole time, and it's because we play shows and we played like these dark songs and stuff, and they just wouldn't work. So all these songs are songs that are completely road tested. Like this is what the crowd likes. This is the crowd jumps around to and stuff. So we kind of did that.
Okay, cool. I get that. So going forward, or actually, let's talk about how you got some of these larger gigs. How did you guys end up playing on stages with some of these classic bands?
A lot of it's just through working with Jeff and Maurice Martin with FTF Records and Neo Soul. The Jonas Brothers gig we got through Maurice, who was friends with someone through Scene Magazine, and she was getting the opening people and said, Maurice, do you know any like teen bands that like are any good? And he's like, actually, I do know a teen band. So then that's how we got in that one. We opened for State Radio just because some guy had heard of us and thought we were good. He called us and we got that.
Well, that's a good thing.
It's just kind of random that one. Styx, I think that was just from Live Nation, which was just the high school rock-offs, and they really enjoyed our music, and so they called us and asked us to play that one.
Styx asked you to play the music?
No, Live Nation.
Live Nation. Okay.
Yeah,
Clear.
At the Cleveland Rib Cook-Off.
And then what's our other big ones?
Moody Blues.
Moody Blues.
It's because we won the high school
Okay.
rock-off our freshman year in high school.
All right. So looking forward, what's next? What's on the horizon for Ecliptic?
Well, right now we're basking in the glow of our Cleveland Scene Music Awards.
What's that? Tell us about that.
We won Best Rock Band in the Cleveland Scene Music Awards.
Nice.
Michael here won Best Drummer,
All
and
right.
Danny won Best Bass Player.
And
Some people disagree, apparently.
that seemed like a pretty good support there. You're getting that.
Oh, no,
Because the haters online?
It was the silence at first.
Oh, okay. All right, very cool. So people can find out about Ecliptic by looking at MySpace,
MySpace.com/Ecliptic.
Facebook.
Facebook.com/Ecliptic. Yeah.
You guys don't have a website yet,
No.
but we can
Reverb
also
Nation.
Reverb Nation, and we can download tunes from iTunes and Amazon. You said.
Yep.
So definitely check these guys out. The music's great. I think you're going to enjoy it. And in fact, why don't we listen to a couple tracks right now? So I knew you'd love those guys.
That was good fun.
They were a lot of fun. But now enough of Ecliptic. Let's go meet Academy Award nominated producer Mark Smolowitz.
That's right. We're going to go sit down and talk about his newest documentary, The Power of Two, and it's a really fascinating conversation, so you're definitely not going to want to miss this.
Let's go see it.
So Mark, tell us a little bit about the documentary that you're working on currently, which is The Power of Two. Is that correct?
Yes, The Power of Two, sure. Well, The Power of Two is inspired by the life stories of twin sisters. Their names are Annabelle and Isabel Stenzel. They're currently 38 years old, and they live in the San Francisco Bay Area, where I live in San Francisco, so we're sort of neighbors. Anna and Issa they've lived their whole lives with a genetic lung disease, cystic fibrosis. And cystic fibrosis is a pretty devastating disease. And by and large, most folks actually, they try to manage it with treatment for as many years as they can. But the only real solution for cystic fibrosis, or CF, is a double lung transplant. So Anna and Issa have both had double lung transplants. And the documentary really brings a memoir that they wrote, also called The Power of Two, to screen. And it also kind of chronicles their journey moving from patient to advocate. So they have opted in for a very public journey and have become advocates of organ donation awareness around the world. And so the film is really looks at them, their life stories. They're the centerpiece characters, and all the wonderful people that they meet along the way.
So you said a little bit that your neighbors. How exactly did the collaboration, you working, was this a topic that you had interest in initially, or was it something that kind of came up organically?
Well, that's actually a really good question. I would say organically. And so first of all, I did not have a personal connection to organ donation or transplant. I got to know one of the twins' husbands. So Issa is married to a guy called Andrew. And Andrew Burns and I knew each other in the San Francisco Bay Area through philanthropic work. I got a cold call from Andrew out of nowhere in the spring of 2009, telling me that his wife and his sister-in-law had a book, when I kind of knew about the book, but not very much information. They had this book that was being republished in Japan, and there was going to be this book tour in Japan, and that there might be an opportunity to collaborate with organizations in Japan to turn this into something really substantial. So I read the book, and the book is incredibly moving. They actually are co-authors, and they write in very distinct voices. It's like sort of a co-authored memoir. Mm-hmm. And I thought, wow, this is an incredibly inspiring story. I had always wanted to shoot abroad in an Asian country, so I thought, why not, sort of dive in, head and feet first, and just step up for this opportunity. The timing was fantastic for me professionally. I was available. And Andrew and I came together, and we set some goals, and the first production cycle in Japan unfolded in October 2009. So this was one of those kind of magical, creative opportunities that sometimes lands in your life, and I had to grab at it.
Okay, so Dan, as an Akron native and an attorney, how exactly do you hook up with an Academy Award nominated producer from San Francisco? How does this collaboration happen, and how long has it been in the process?
Very organically, actually. And as many attorneys, I happen to have a special relationship with another attorney who is an associate at the law firm where the executive producer of this film, Andrew Burns, is a partner. And so we attended a fundraiser in the fall in the Bay Area for The Power of Two, and I had heard a little bit about it at that point. Andrew had just been to Japan and was out for a bit, so I was aware of that because my girlfriend Danielle and he worked very closely together, and I'd heard here and there about this project, but really didn't know anything until I attended this event and heard from Mark, heard from Andrew, heard from Anna and Issa, and was really incredibly moved by their story. There were resources that I started thinking about, and immediately what came to mind was this community here that I grew up in, and a few people in particular who, for various reasons, I thought would be compelled by the story. And everyone I spoke with seemed to be, these were folks who had not seen the amazing multimedia presentation that I had seen with the subjects of the film in the room, but just hearing about it, they thought, this was a project worth pursuing and worth supporting.
The thing about producing documentaries is that you have to kind of seize opportunities when they present themselves. So Dan is sort of a talented professional who was available, who had some great ideas, and he approached us based on getting excited by what he saw at an event that we produced. And that's how the good stuff happens in moving a project forward. My job as a producer is to be open to those opportunities and to seize upon them when they present themselves. You know, I've never been to Ohio. You know, I'm 41 years old and never been to your fair state. But I was happy to, you know, take the leap and see what we could do here. I think the thing about organ donation is that because it is such a truly mainstream issue, that I felt that if we could come to Akron, you know, where I have no connection, I have no history, where Dan has, you know, a connection in history, and someone else could be the messenger of my project, that would be a good test case for us to see if this story and this endeavor would resonate, you know, with an unconnected community to the project. Obviously, when we do this in San Francisco, we have a lot of interest. I'm there for 20 years. I have an Academy Award nomination for The Weather Underground. People know my work. But it was an incredible weekend here just to see that we were able to touch people and get them to think. So we had a number of events. Some of them were for fundraising and some of them were for community building. But I will share that one of the most interesting events for me was done at the Akron Art Museum with the Akron Film Organization. A small number of 15 filmmakers came to sort of talk about their projects and get some input and advice from me on how to produce, how to move a project forward. And I was very impressed with the kind of stories that people are, you know, endeavoring to produce here in Akron. Local stories that are truly inspiring and have, you know, upon first hearing them, have, you know, great potential for television and for film festivals and for other distribution channels. And stories that are not just local, but that I think would be interesting for, you know, a broader national audience. And it was just a great reminder to sort of see that local communities all around the United States have vibrant filmmaking professionals, great arts and culture scenes, and Akron is probably one of, you know, many, many cities of this size where the power of two could connect with respect to film, and hopefully with respect to philanthropy, and hopefully with respect to organ donation. So those are kind of the three reasons we were here this weekend. I think we achieved all three.
All right, so now we're actually going to take a second. We're going to look at the trailer, and you're all going to see what we've been talking about. And it's fascinating, and do not go anywhere.
It was like suffocating. My body couldn't adjust to it.
Every hospitalization they experienced when they were young, I felt like I did something wrong.
And it was very stressful for both of us, primarily the fear that one of us would be left alone. I really consider it a miracle that lungs became available. I realized that us going to Japan is going to be a small part of a larger movement. It was a miracle to me. Never expected it. Never expected to deteriorate that quickly, and I never expected to be resurrected like that. That's my transplant story. Wouldn't be here without James, and I wouldn't be here without my second donor, and I've gained 10 years of the best, most fabulous party of my life because of them. And we're still together, yes.
Famous Miracle Twins.
Konnichiwa. The way that Japanese culture deals with death and transplant and organ donation is very different from us. So even if somebody is not receptive to the idea of organ donation, if they were to at least see people who've received the gift of life and see the power of being truly alive, and if that sense of being truly alive and grateful for being alive can spread a little bit, that to me is reason enough. We're not going to live forever, but we have this incredibly wonderful life, hopefully for years and years and years, and give back to society while we have been saved, contribute to the world in our own unique way. That's what I hope to convey.
awesome interview, Aaron.
He is a fascinating guy, and to actually be able to sit down with him here locally
Exactly.
and not only discuss the nature of the new documentary, which is a fascinating topic and something that everybody across the world should be sitting down and discussing with their families, whether you agree or disagree. It's a great thing to talk about. And not only the topic, but him himself and how he does it. And it was great.
He had so much information and really encouraging, or I guess it's sort of inspiring to local filmmakers. I mean, the stuff he said about even our Akron filmmaking community, it gives you something like, we do have some cool stuff going on, and you could do this.
You could do this too.
And now we're heading into one of our most favoritist sections.
That's right, with one of our most favoritist business owners, Lauren Ward.
At Noto. She runs the Fashion Loves Akron event.
It's awesome. An homage with the braid.
Oh, exactly. You'll see. So check it out. Hey everybody, this is Todd V.
I'm Erin Ludlam.
And we're here with Lauren, who's the proprietor of Noto. Where do we find you?
51 East Market Street in Akron's Historic District.
And it's this awesome little boutique where you can get all these amazing clothes. In fact, we're here for Fashion Loves Akron.
Fashion Loves Akron.
It's going to keep
Second
coming.
year.
And this show, what are we going to see tonight?
Well, you're going to see all Noto's new spring looks. We have Gentle Fawn, we have Scrapbook Originals. Those are the 2 new brands that we're carrying, and they're awesome. You're just going to have to wait and see because I don't want to give anything away.
We've also got live music that you're playing
Live
for the show.
music,
Who's doing that?
Travelogue.
Travelogue. So
great.
we're not going to waste any more time back here. You can see all the awesomeness that's happening right back here. And we're going to check it out right now.
How's everybody doing? You're like, hey, wait a minute, I expected Lady Gaga and we got this. Well, let me tell you, I'm here to entertain you guys and introduce the amazing Lauren Ward. This is the Spring Fashion Show. It's 2010, and fashion loves where? Where? Akron! That's right, fashion loves Akron, and I love you for coming out this evening. First and foremost, the clothes are from 2 different designs, and it's Gentle Fawn and Scrapbook Originals. It'll be featured downstairs after the show, so I hope to see you all downstairs afterward. Secondly, the hair and makeup was done by Studio MC. Their information is listed for you guys, so be in touch with them as well. And amazing, amazing music by Travelogue. Live, phenomenal, fantastic. The girls are absolutely stunning, absolutely beautiful. Lauren's worked so hard. So you know how we start this off. Again, fashion loves where? Akron! That's right. Thank you all for coming. Blessings to you all.
That's right, try 0, 8 is 1. That's correct, try 0, 1 again, 0, 1, 2 is 1. Word up, level 1.
Check it out. We actually can get to Lauren tonight. There's like not a gazillion people in here right now. So,
Hi. How are you?
So Lauren,
Yeah.
awesome show.
Thank you.
Beautiful models.
Absolutely.
Awesome collection.
Yes. All true.
All good things. I know you're not going to disagree with any of that. So tell us about this collection.
Okay, we're carrying Gentle Fawn and Scrapbook, and they're awesome. Nowhere around here carries them, so we thought they were the perfect addition to our store. Scrapbook is awesome because they take a ton of different elements and they just piece zippers and lace and all sorts of stuff together. It's awesome. It's really original and cool.
It's like wearable art.
Yeah,
I mean,
it
really.
is. I love it. And Gentle Fawn is very, very cool also because it's just edgy. It's funky, edgy, womanly. I love it.
So it's not something you're going to get at like Express.
No. You're not going to look like you just walked out of the mall.
Where did you find these things?
I searched and searched for brands that I really loved, and I found them.
Very cool. So you're also not only a shop owner, but a buyer.
Yeah.
So
I'm the jack of all trades here. I do everything in Noto.
how do you decide on what you're going to put in your collections? Because you always have a really good response to what you bring into the space.
Really, I just buy what I like and think people are going to like. So it's easy.
So Lauren's a fashionista with
That's
really good
true.
taste.
Well, thank you.
It was a very cool show. If we want to find out about where we can find your collections, where would we look for that stuff?
ZelioNoto.com. That's ZelioNoto.com.
So you can go to ZelioNoto.com, and
Yes.
you can buy on there?
You actually can't buy online, but you can give us a call and we can ship to you, but no, we don't do that.
Okay, so no online buying, but they
No.
can get your contact information
Yes,
from your website.
absolutely, and they can see what's in store.
And so if you watch the show,
Yeah.
you're going to see all these cool fashions.
Yeah.
And you can say, I want the one that the redhead was wearing as she was going down.
Yeah, if it's still here.
Well, yeah, because you guys
Yeah.
clearly. And
It's
that's the
torn
other.
up in here.
That's sort of the other cool thing about this story. It's not just about a local shop owner, a local fashion show,
Yeah.
but a local business owner who's doing something exciting here in the city of Akron.
Yeah, this is what we need around here. Fun events for people to go to and have fun.
Well, and that was what was so fun about it. I mean, it's cool because we have sort of an in, and we're working it as the video crew, watching people outside the door like, I want to be in there too, and they can't even get in.
Yeah, we were sold out this year. At the very last minute, we sold our last tickets, and it was a good turnout.
I think for year 3, you're gonna need like those big burly guys out front with the velvet rope.
I think we will.
You're like, no, you'll not come in. You can come in, but
We'll do that next year.
it was an awesome show. Thank you very much for taking the time to talk to us.
Thank you very much.
The braid, right? What a fun show. I hope you guys enjoyed it as much as we did. And you ought to really get ready for next year's now.
Yeah,
'Cause there's
absolutely. It sells out every single year. If you
Very
want
limited
tickets,
seating.
get a hold of her now.
Get on that. So that wraps up this month's show. If you want to get a hold of us, you can check us out here, and here. Thanks for watching us. I'm Todd B.
And I'm Erin Ludlow.
Be sure to check out next month's musical guest, Aviatic, right now.